I saw something that was pretty shocking. Also, a fan sent me a recording, and this might be, I mean, it might be tough to find, Austin, but the cops, he was over on stream, so somebody called the cops, or they thought. They called the cops.
The night of our show, yes?
Yeah, the night of our show. They called the cops to the hotel he was at. They came in, they saw he had a warrant, and were just like, hey, don't make us come back because we'll arrest you.
Apparently, they can't arrest you because it was an over call, and that's to prevent people from being too scared to call the police.
Oh.
Okay.
That is a California policy right there.
That the guy up that we saved his chick up there didn't know because we just wanted to call the cops to save his chick, and he's like, no, like he was gonna take her death rather than deal with the cops. He was his own Rat Dick Ralph. He was like Rat Dick Ralph in many ways.
But he should have known that this place out here is a safe haven for drug abusers and criminals. You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You can do anything. Just we'll take your poor and your needy. All the rest of the 49 states, that includes Hawaii and Alaska, come here. Out of our taxpayer dollar, we'll pay for safe injection sites where you can shoot up. We'll make sure the cops don't arrest you, even if you have an outstanding warrant for spousal abuse.
Right.
Doesn't matter, dude. Just party on.
I was talking to a Venezuelan Uber driver, and I was complaining to him about the border having no Venezuelan chicks, which we would gladly take in America. Instead, it was all these Venezuelan dudes. And I knew that he was going to be on my side, and he goes, "You have no idea what my family's telling me in Venezuela." And I go, "What?" He goes, "They're emptying out their jails and sending all of their guys just to America and their insane asylums. They're just emptying out." What a genius idea, by the way. They're telling them to go to America.
Wow.
Bye.
And did you hear Haiti? Haiti is like in the middle of the Dark Knight Rises right now.
I heard, yes. I heard it's not, yeah.
Roving gangs with machine guns went to all the prisons and just let all their buddies out of the prison.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Opened the prison doors so they had more recruits to fight the current regime.
That's insane.
Leo, I like your theory, though. We need to treat America like it's an exclusive fraternity party, and we're the head of social chair at the door with the clipboard.
That's what it used to be like. Do you want to know? You want to tell me what my grandfather told my dad, that when he was coming to Argentina, Argentina was the only South American country that you could get in without a visa to the United States because of the attractive women that also were European looking, because they didn't want any. They wanted just white looking people.
I don't care about race right now.
No, not about race, but that was kind of the idea back then. But you're right. Yes, continue.
I just want. It doesn't matter if you are from Africa, if you are from Venezuela, Argentina, Mexico. If it is an all-chick fucking policy, then who gives a shit who's coming over the border? Maybe, some of the Muslim chicks, we got to, woohoo, check their pussy for grenades.
Maybe.
All the rest of them, though, like, what are they going to do? What kind of crimes do chicks commit? Like, sometimes...
you're right. They don't commit any crime that is... violent most of the time. They're never violent.
If you hire a hooker, she might rifle through your jewelry door and take a watch.
Right.
Jewelry drawer. Dude, it'll be fucking awesome.
Yes.
I mean, dude, you know how clean the country will be? We'll have fucking maids out the wazoo.
And if the guy's coming over, they want to buy a table in America, sure, maybe you can come in. We got to make them buy something.
Oh, it's
that's
an analogy.
Yeah, it's like a table. Like, what would they have to buy to come in?
Well, buying a table is like you're an engineer and you're fleeing Indian poverty.
And we're like, fine, come in.
You're in. You can get a bottle of Grey Goose and some bitches.
Sure, get in there, buddy.
I like that. Yeah, if you're not an engineer or an architect
or an athlete, I'll let all the athletes in.
Sure.
I let all the comedians that are good, that have a following.
I don't need the competition. No comedians.
Okay, fine, no comedians.
Here we have Fez. Speaking of migrants, here's case in point number one, why we shouldn't let men from other countries in.
Right here.
Because we let you in, Fez, and all it is a millstone around our neck. We got to pay for you now.
Yeah, we do have to pay for you now. Can you go get DropDeadJedd? He's outside. Yeah, he's outside. And long necky.
I gotta say, Danny, that's like the most base thing you've ever said.
What's it, only chicks?
Nah, just like treating America like an exclusive club with a clipboard.
Yeah, we're getting to that point where we kind of need to. I mean, the chick thing I think is genius. I think that's great. I think you need to be, it's just like in Vegas. All chicks can get in. I don't care how ugly or how fucked up or unvetted they are. Again, we check the pussies for grenades. But in Vegas, if you're a guy you got to have something to offer to get into the fucking club.
Right.
You either have had to have paid for a ticket in advance, which is expensive.
Yep.
And if you have money to spend, and I'm not talking about $6,000 to get ferried across the desert by a coyote. If you have money to buy a house or something like that, you're in. Or your other thing is you've got in a club social status. If you are a linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, you're getting in.
Yeah.
If you play guitar in Bruce Springsteen's band, you're getting in.
We got to put an age cap on the women, though.
Yes.
Because then they're just going to need Social Security, and they're not even, like,
I'm in.
hot.
All right.
What I'm thinking. I think
old
22.
ladies.
22.
Old ladies add a lot to society, though. They're great at like cleaning up things. They have
No, they're not as good as a 22-year-old at cleaning up things.
Well, the 22-year-old's going to get banged by whoever's hiring her.
What if every hot 22-year-old
Probably you.
from basically any country just came to America?
That'd be the greatest thing ever. That'd
Yeah.
be the greatest
thing
fine.
ever.
Bring them all in.
Dude,
Bring them all in.
When we went down to the border in December during that first initial rush, Leo and I saw some of the hottest South American women you've ever seen.
I'm going to describe like green eyes, perfectly olive skin with just tiny waist, big booty. Something DropDeadJedd would love.
But then we got to have, because Leo, some of them had children. We got to have the bouncing security guard at the border ready to go, hey, no, you're not getting in. When their fucking husband tries to come up and follow him. What's up, Drop Dead? You no shoes off, buddy? No respecting the house rules?
Shoes off, dude.
Also, Fez, you should be on top of that. And Fez, you didn't text me today. What's up with that, dude? About filming.
I called you.
Well, why would you call him? He doesn't answer his phone.
I don't think I got that call either. All right, sit down. Fez and Drop Dead.
Where's Long Neck? Not coming today?
Yeah, you couldn't make it.
That's okay. It's probably because a clip of us just making fun of him a little bit has about 500,000 views on Instagram. And you know what's funny? He didn't accept the invite because I wanted him to be part of it too, and it would have been over 1 million if he put it in there.
Yeah.
And he wasn't down, but he
got,
did
like-
say it's all love because I was like, hey man, I didn't mean to just put a clip about us saying that you should be thrown into the gorge.
Yeah. Into
Into 300, yeah. And everybody, dude, I'm the biggest villain of it. When you were the guy that did that, a lot of the comments are like that. They're like that don't know us. They're like, man, that long-haired man, he was like really, he set that boy up.
Jed, what do you think about this? Let's get the audio on. Let's restart it, Austin.
Yeah, it's about like, it was at 469K this morning. It could be more. It's been blowing up.
So do you think this was too far with long?
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not no bitch, but I won't back down. So that's for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
I'm a warrior.
Yeah. I know, Danny, let's say he was in like the Spartans. What would they have tasked him as?
They would have tasked him as the thing that went into the gorge when it was born.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
So messed up.
That is just...
And
What is wrong with you, bro? Like, I was trying to set him up for a compliment.
That's so fucked up.
I was trying to set him up for a compliment, and you just hit him with that, dude.
I'm sorry. I just saw the movie. All I know is the movie.
Okay, one of my favorite
You know,
comments is like,
I'm not
hey,
no-
dog, one of my favorite comments was like, hey, dog, they use him as the spear.
No, I thought
the
it was funny.
telescope, too.
Wait, what is the thing when you're talking about the gorge? What is?
You don't
Well,
even. Have you seen the movie?
What movie?
Let's run through.
300.
Oh no, I haven't seen
How
it.
have you not seen? Should we show the scene?
Yeah, show this.
In the movie 300, basically. I don't know if we can show the scene for copyright reasons.
yeah.
But basically, if any baby was born in Sparta with any sort of birth defects, they didn't put it in special ed. They didn't treat it like its own little unique flower
No,
that
they
deserved
didn't.
love.
No, they didn't.
They threw it into a gorge.
Yes. So
Okay, then, yeah.
Fez would have been a late one into the gorge, but he would have also gone into the gorge maybe when he was 3 or 4, when they were doing some mental tests. And I'm just kidding. No. But you wouldn't have been thrown into the gorge, that's for sure.
All right, well that's actually fucked up then.
You're
Yeah.
a lanky
That's
baby.
pretty fucked
Oh, yeah.
Is it pretty
mean.
fucked? Is it
Now
fucked
that
up?
I know like what it means, that's fucked up.
Well, it's just what is it? It was in the movie, and I set him up. It's more my fault. The people
Yeah.
in the comments are actually right. He had to do that. We could have. I mean, you could have. I thought that maybe I was like not hoping. I was like, he's not going to go the way of maybe comparing him to the Hunchback and saying that he would have not betrayed him. I was hoping you were going to say he would have been the Hunchback character and then not betrayed, Leonidas. But instead, you cut his story off at the very beginning,
Yep.
didn't you?
It ends
When
day
the
one.
old man is looking at the movie starts with like, it's really sick. It's an old man looking at a baby basically, and then it's like there's a voiceover and it's like every Spartan child is inspected. and then it's like then it says that they go into the gorge if
And it's crazy because that movie was a phenomenon.
It was amazing
Back then, everybody watched that movie and loved it. They were on board with everything. They're like, fucking Spartans, they had it right.
Yeah.
That movie was advocating for full-scale genocide.
Yes.
Or not genocide, but eugenics.
Kind of what China does, right? I mean, they throw away their women, right? Fez,
not
you would
anymore.
know. Confucius.
They
would
don't
know.
do that anymore, and they're paying for that, I guess. Like, their demographics are really messed up. And I think the Chinese need some genetically inferior people to make Nike shoes. And that's them doing that, not me.
The little hands, dude.
Well, the Chinese, they definitely want their nation to be strong, and their TikTok shows you how to do science experiments and teaches them stuff about patriotism.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they have like a slave class in the Uyghur Muslims.
Right.
And then also, there's like, if you go to the countryside, there's a lot of dudes with one tooth out there.
I mean, to be honest, man, you could immediately, being able to tell between a Japanese and a Chinese tourist at Universal was the fastest thing ever because the Chinese tourists all had just completely rotten yellow teeth, all of them, and they
Bad
would
teeth.
They're
They're the
spit
English.
on the ground too.
They're the English of China.
They're the English of
Asia.
the Orient.
Yeah.
No, and then the Japanese people would be dressed to the nines,
Yeah.
and just some gorgeous tall chicks. Sometimes, Shohei Ohtani, the big baseball player, he just married a really hot 5'11" Japanese chick.
Can we pull her up? I'll be the judge of this.
Can you
I
give
think
me?
she's hot.
Can you give me a good like how would a guy with one tooth talk? Do you think?
It's not on his Instagram. Just type in Shohei
Well,
Ohtani.
How do you
on
think he
Google.
would sound?
Oh, well, the Chinese guy, they usually sound like this. It just,
Stop
I'm not
it.
going to do an accent.
Oh no.
It's more of a syllable. It just,
That's not her, dude. Go wife.
He's married.
Yeah, he just got married.
Do you think a guy with one tooth sounds like a guy with no tongue and full teeth?
that is a strange question that I cannot answer. I don't know.
I'd like to see her full body, but it's okay. Whatever.
She looks like a classy broad.
She's one of the most. She's one of the most successful athletes in China. She's
Oh,
like,
man.
They look familiar. I think I've
Well,
met them.
he's 6'5", and she's 5'11". They're gonna have a super Japanese child, dude.
He just looks like a kid that is at your community college.
I know, but he's in person. He's gigantic.
Yeah,
He's
he doesn't
got-
look gigantic there.
No. He I saw him play live, dude, and you can spot him on the field amongst a bunch of Dominicans and giant men. He's bigger, dude. It's weird how big
I'm
he
6'5"
is.
though.
He's legit 240 pounds. Though.
Yeah.
What are you? You fucking
Oh,
Grinch
I'm
looking
basically
fuck?
just his skeleton.
He would break you in half, dude.
Why, dude?
I could fit inside of his body, no homo. Like I'm his skeleton. Like they ripped me
You
out.
could
of him.
actually be. That's hilarious. You're a skeleton, dude. It's funny how much, dude. You could be the Grinch at Universal without much like makeup. They would just have to kind of paint you green. They wouldn't have to give you the prosthetics.
As we said in the video, Leo said you had a Grinch-like body. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I have.
Speaking of rude comments made in videos,
No. He's not lying. Like I
love Drop
I've
Dead
been on
Jedd.
I've been on a beer bender for the past like probably 6 months straight,
Right.
and yeah, that's why I'm getting the Grinch body. But yo, the Grinch is strong as shit, and he's got a fat cock, so that's all that matters.